want it, I got it, yeah, I want it. Taste that good like my ass, yeah. Put it in the bag, yeah. Put it in the bag, yeah. Taste that good like my ass, yeah. Put it in the bag, yeah. Put it in the bag, yeah.
So, I have, by the way, this is what it sounds like on The Voice, like when the coaches are coming out, that's what it's supposed to sound like for all of us,
Blake
but it
gets
doesn't.
so pissed.
Yeah, Blake was like, I don't want to follow her anymore. But it's awesome. But by the way, what was it like the first time you moved here? We're having like LA, We Love LA week. So what was the first time you moved here like?
The first time I came to LA was for my Victorious callback, and I was so nervous but so excited.
You were young.
I was really young, yeah. I was 14, but I had never been here until my callback, and then my mom was like, do you think you could really do this? We'll get a place. Well, should we get an apartment, do you think? Because
that was a good investment.
They kept us waiting for a long time. There's like a long time between callback and then the next one and the next one, and we were staying at a hotel, and she was like, should we just get an apartment? Do you think you're gonna get this thing? And I was like, I hope so, I have no idea. And then, thank God, because what if I didn't get it? And then she was like, well, we have this lease for the next 6 months.
That's fine. What has been the best thing about coaching so far?
Other than just getting to know you all and spend that time and laugh so hard, I just love seeing the talent that's on the show and getting to know these artists and work with them. It's just like a really special experience to be able to share some of what we've learned and been able to do in our lives with these artists that are just wanting to do the same thing. It's a really special opportunity to be able to share that with people. To be in that position is really interesting. It's just so cool to be there, and they're all so nice and cool. I love them. I'm obsessed with my team. I talk to them all the time.
Oh my God, your first team too. It's like, you get so obsessed.
You
love them all, but like it's like so exciting.
I've broken every rule in my contract. I talk to them all the time. I'm like DMing them. They're like, you're not supposed to do that. And I'm like, sorry. Bye.
No, I know you're sending stuff to the hotel for them. You're very, this is the coolest thing about you though. I really hope people get to see from you, like just working with you on the show, like backstage, like I have to have my eye makeup redone. Like she's hysterical. She's so funny, very quick-witted. I didn't know this about you. I knew you were talented. I knew you'd be a great coach. I know all those things, but I didn't know how funny you were because we never really hung much. So
it's lifeless.
This is lifeless.
Totally,
well, we only see like when we're watching it, we only see like performing.
For sure, and like Seven Rings, which is like, who is that? You know?
Well, that's a great song. So
thank you. But like, what does that even?
That's like one of my favorites.
You know what I mean? That's not a person.
It's not a person. She's a robot.
You know what I mean? That's a punchline.
No, but you're hilarious, and I thought it was so interesting because usually it takes coaches that come on, like just being there for 8 seasons, it takes them a minute to like get used to like being free with like their words and like their personality. And you kind of like it was like I think the second or third day of the blinds, you were like, never mind, I'm here, and it was like awesome. Did you find it nerve-wracking?
It was a little nerve-wracking, but you all made me feel so comfortable and are the nicest people that I've met in this whole thing, like just the most fun ever, and you made me feel so comfortable. So it's because of you guys. You guys were pushing, and also Blake was pushing all the buttons. Sorry, I'll shut up.
Yes, he was, but you know what though? He does though because he feels able to. That's when I feel like it's the best chemistry. Yeah, it's helpful. It sets you up for jokes.
It does. He gives you a good setup every time.
Yeah, he just opens his mouth.
Yeah. That's it.
Well, they act
He just
tough.
walks in.
He just walks in, and there's a joke coming. But Blake and John are terrified of you. Look at this.
Oh.
Yes.
Ariana has a huge fan base, and they are fervent. And if they show up to vote, we're all in trouble.
100%. Are you scared at all?
No, what? I'm not afraid of her fan base. Where are they at? Look at me. Where's the camera?
Bring them on.
Where Ariana fans? Bring it on. I'm not afraid of Ariana.
He is so afraid of Ariana's fan base. Thoughts? We said this when you came in. I mean, it was apparent. Literally, the entire audience was screaming. We were like, we have no chance. Like it was amazing.
I don't know that that's true.
Well, I'm just saying,
really
like you have
do not think that's true. I mean,
but you're like you're a huge star. I don't know.
What are you talking about, Kelly Clarkson?
No, what? No, I'm just saying, like it's one of those things like you watch out. No,
sorry.
It's so different.
Sorry.
Anyway, we're all it's gotta feel a little good. The little bit of competitiveness, like in you, has gotta be like they're all a little terrifying.
I really don't think that I have the chance you think I have.
You can think all you want, but it's true.
First of all, thank you. The beautiful thing about it is that even just being on the show, this is such a beautiful chance for them to be seen by the world in a new way. This is just us getting to meet them and give them this first chance, and it's really special because I think you're gonna fall in love with all of them. I really do.
They're so good. You released a song with Demi Lovato this year, and it's called Met Him Last Night. So I think we can all relate to that. This is the last time I'm doing this feeling. I've said that so much in my life, usually around sugar. But this is the last time I'm doing this. So like, what was this whole song and project? How did that come about?
So it came about, I was writing one night with my friend Tommy Brown, who produces a lot of my music. We write together all the time. And we were just sort of having a session for fun. And the minute we started it, from that night, I was like, oh, Demi Lovato has to sing this.
I love that. I've rarely done that. Usually when I write, it's so like personal. Yeah. I rarely think about another.
This one was just like, it wasn't. It was just like a story that we made up and we're going with. And like, Tommy was like, what about I've Seen the Devil? And I was like, oh yeah, that's fun. Let's tell that story. And then,
that seems fun.
Yeah, I love that Tommy was like, what about the devil? I was like, fun, you know? Like, what? No, sorry. Oh God, the conspiracies that are gonna come from that clip. Anyway.
You will be another member of the Illuminati. That's my favorite thing.
I love that thing too.
Everyone always thinks we're part of the Illuminati. And somebody was like, yeah, they're witches. I'm like, if I'm a witch, I have the least amount of power in the world.
Same. No, but that is like such a thing. Like I have like friends whose moms are like,
it's a thing.
Is it true? And I'm like, what?
I had a family member ask me.
Yeah, actually it is.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah.
So scary.
It's the weirdest thing ever. You do incredibly well with other vocalists' songs. Like, one, you're an incredible singer. I know I talk about this all the time. You're probably so annoyed, but your impressions of people too are just so dead on.
Oh God.
It's so crazy. But I've heard you cover like Mariah Carey, which is a hard person to cover, right? Vision of Love, or Emotions. Like I've heard you cover those, right? You sound beautiful.
Thank you so much.
I've heard you do Whitney.
Thank you.
You do
my
great.
God, wait, but can I tell you about my favorite moment covering a song in my life was with you recently.
I loved that. A whole song came out of it, or duet came out of it, yes. But I love the song that you picked because they asked me.
Well, they're going to see it tonight.
They are going to see it tonight.
Airs.
Well, it's a very soulful song.
One of my favorite moments of the whole season so far was the coach performance because, like, just getting to sing with this woman and also Blake and John, it was just such an incredible experience. Like, the coolest part was the rehearsal beforehand where all of us were just sitting around a piano and just like hearing their voices in the room was so special because you're so familiar with their voices because of their huge records and you hear them all the time. But
no, it was fun. It was my favorite part.
It was so special. What a cool memory. I was like, I gotta sing now? That's not fair. Bye.
Shut up. Oh my God.
Okay.
No, well, wait, I have this question because Meghan Trainor said that she told us that she likes to play rough tracks for Uber drivers, which is the most random thing. She's like, I just want to see what they think, you know? Have you ever played like songs before they come out for anybody just to get like a taste test of what people like?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yeah. You mean like before the label?
Like friends or like, before the label?
Oh, everybody before the label.
Yeah.
As many as I can find.
I need an army behind me saying it's good.
Sorry, thank you. Just kidding. Thank you for everything. I love you guys.
But have you ever done that? Just played it for randos?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
I have like a couple of very close friends that I met through the internet, through being fans of mine, like 4 or 5 years ago, and we became very close. And like with Sweetener and Thank You Next and Positions, like they heard all of it and more that didn't make it beforehand and helped me put together. And I trust them with everything because they are the people that I care about touching with this music the most.
Yeah.
So I have so much respect for what the label has to say. I appreciate it, and like my, you know, the team and those people. But at the same time, I really value what
the people who are following you
say.
Yeah,
I think that's way more important, I think.
Give all that I'll take.